Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing what is buy rate, repeat rate, and how to calculate it. The buy rate or the repeat rate is the percentage of customers who bought a product and then returned to buy that same product again within a specific time period. Repeat rate is usually calculated on a weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. So for example, if a customer purchased a TV from your store in January and then returned to buy the same TV again in March, that would count as a repeat purchase. Repeat rate is an important metric for businesses to track as it can be an indicator of customer satisfaction and product quality. When customers keep coming back to buy the same product, it shows that they are satisfied with the product and are likely to recommend it to their friends and family. Additionally, products with high repeat rates are often easier to market to, as customers who have already made a purchase are more likely to make another purchase in the future. By tracking repeat rate, businesses can identify which products are performing well and focus their marketing efforts on those products and also on those customers. To calculate the repeat rate, you can use the following formula. The number of repeat purchases divided by the total number of purchases equals the repeat rate. For example, if you had 100 purchases in a given time period and 40 of them were repeat purchases, then your repeat rate would be 40%. Now let's see how to calculate repeat rate in BigQuery. Say we have a table called Purchases with the following schema. Purchase ID INT64, Customer ID INT64, Product ID INT64, Purchase Date Timestamp. This table contains one row for each purchase made by a customer, including the customer ID, the product ID, and the date of the purchase. We want to find the repeat rate for each customer. First, we need to find the total number of purchases made by each customer. We can do this by using the group by clause and the count function. The group by clause groups the rows together by the customer ID, and the count function counts the number of rows in each group. So our first step will be select customer.id, count purchase ID as total purchases from purchases. Group by customer ID. This will give us a table that looks like this. Next, we need to find the number of repeat purchases made by each customer. A repeat purchase is when a customer buys the same product again. We can find this by grouping the data by customer ID and product ID and then counting the number of purchases. But we only want to count the purchases where the customer has bought the product more than once. We can do this by using the having clause with the count function. The having clause is used to filter the groups after they have been created. So our second step will be select customer ID, product ID, count purchase ID as repeat purchases from purchases. Group by customer ID, product ID, having count purchase ID. And this will give us a table that looks like this. Now we can find the repeat rate for each customer by dividing the number of repeat purchases by the total number of purchases. We can do this by doing a select statement on the previous query and adding the total purchases column to it. The result will be select P customer ID, P product ID, P repeat purchases, P total purchases, P repeat purchases, P total purchases as repeat rate from. Select customer ID product account purchase it as repeat purchases from purchases. Group by customer product ID having count purchase ID 1. As P join, select customer ID count purchase ID as total purchases from purchases. Group by customer ID as ET on P customer ID to TT customer ID order by P customer ID product ID. That's it for today. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions and I'll be happy to help. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials like this in the future. See you next time.